Where are we going to today, Deanna?
Mammoth Cave National Park in Kentucky.
This is going to be exciting stuff, folks. All right, here we go. So we're actually staying at a KOA, what it's called, Horse Cave KOA? Something like that?
Yeah.
It's pretty much the smallest KOA I've ever seen. We got that KOA because it's really close in proximity to Mammoth Cave National Park. This morning we're just going to be hiking on top of the caves, but don't worry, we'll be taking you underneath inside the caves later today as well. So now we're going to be grabbing a map here at the visitor center before we start hiking around, so we don't get lost. Surprisingly not too busy here today. We're going to be heading down this Joppa Ridge road that looks like it's just going to be an unpaved road, so we'll see how Betty does, see if she's too wide for this. We're going to first see if this road is open so we can actually take it down, basically show you through the middle of the woods. So now we're heading down this Joppa Ridge road, and Deanna will show you here. All it is just this, pretty much looks like a gravel driveway out through the middle of this national forest. Figured Betty could handle it. She has 4x4 in case we need it. Kind of a scenic drive through here. Of course we didn't get it on film, but we did just go over some washed out portions of the road where, I don't know, 6 inches to a foot deep gaps in the road. So I don't know if I would take like a sedan down this road, or a Prius, or pretty much anything with 2-wheel drive. We're thinking about switching over to the 4-wheel drive there for a little bit, so just be careful if you do head down this road. We just made it over the Cedar Sink Trail. There is a porta potty over there if you need to hit the restrooms before you hit the trail. And this is just gonna be a short one. It's gonna be a 1-mile trail, just a little loop. We're trying to get the puppy worn out a little bit before we go hiking through the caves later on. I'm not really sure how much filming we're actually gonna be able to do in the caves itself, besides the fact that this GoPro doesn't do very well in low light. If not, I think you can at least take photos in there. So maybe with Deanna's DSLR, she'll be able to get some of that low lighting and show you some of the cool aspects of the cave. Let's go, Blake! Let's go on a hike. I was trying to do some research before we came to the national park last night, and I couldn't really find a whole lot of really high rated trails. Obviously this park is known for its caves, but we still wanted to be able to get Blaze out here and at least get him some exercise for the week before it starts raining and getting too hot later on in the week. And the Cedar Sink Trail is going to be pretty highly rated. I don't think it's too difficult, but it's a nice pet friendly trail. You can take your dog for a little hike. How many national parks have we been to now, Deanna?
Together, I think this is number 4. We've done Rocky Mountain.
Tell me if I'm gonna remember something.
You might run into things. Rocky Mountain, Yosemite, Acadia, and Mammoth Caves. And I've also been to volcanoes in Hawaii.
Don't quote me on this, but I think there were 77 miles of total trails on top of the caves. Not to mention all the exploring you can do within the caves here at the national park. Another reason we picked this trail is because there's some pretty cool rock features once you get to the sinkhole itself. I believe we are currently the only ones on this trail, and it's around 10 a.m. on a Sunday, very end of September 2018. And now we're to the 0.5 mile loop, so I'm not 100% sure if this whole trail is a mile or if it's just a mile up to this point. But either way, it's been a fairly easy trail so far. We're gonna head right, because I'm right-handed.
Well, then I'm gonna go left.
Well then...
I'll meet you halfway.
A karst window. Cedar Sink is a karst window, a sinkhole where a subterranean river emerges, providing a view into a much larger hydrologic system. Much of the water flowing through Mammoth Cave's underground streams originates in the basins of the depression-riddled sinkhole plain to the southeast. It is actually kind of cool to do the trails on top, then down to the bottom to see where all the water originates and then flows through the system through here. These are the cool pictures I've seen online, and the reason we're at this trail currently. So how do you like this so far, Deanna?
It's really neat. I don't know if you guys have seen the video of when we were at Old Man's Cave in Hocking Hills, Ohio, right?
Yeah, state park.
Yeah, this kind of reminds me of that, how it like wraps around. It's really neat.
So yeah, this is all nice and dandy when it's snowy and muddy and stuff, but if you have a dog that you're trying to walk through here, and this is my hand, I have a fairly large hand. Blaze's paws are probably like a quarter of my hand. They do not like these grates at all. So although it's dog friendly, just be aware of these stairs. Alright, well luckily it looks like these are closer together, so hopefully Blaze will be able to handle these. So far so good, huh? Making his way up. Yeah, we made it up all those stairs, and so did this guy all by himself. A little tuckered out now, which is what we want so he'll sleep. If you go over to the right, if you're coming from the parking lot, that's where it has those really wide grates on the stairs. If you go this way, they're a lot more narrow, so if you do want to get down there with your dog, even though it's more stairs, it might be better to go off to the left. You can always go up there, then come back around instead of going all the way around the loop. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed this little hike around Cedar Sink Trail in Mammoth Cave National Park within the state of Kentucky. If you liked this video, hit the like button, subscribe if you want to see more videos like it. You can also check us out at
DnSAdventures.com.
And as always,
Adventure on!
on, on.